we are about to get into. Because as far as IPUB is concerned, every 30th May of every year we celebrate, we commemorate our heroes and our heroines. Please, I hope I'm coming out loud enough because this is my phone. I don't know what is going on with it again. So every 30th of May is our day. You know, it's like over the years, it has been IPOB that has been championing the remembrance of our fallen heroes and heroines. Actually, it's not only a thing of IPOB only, because this is Biafran Day. It is a day for all Biafrans all over the world, whether they are in Biafra land, any part of Nigeria where they are, in the diaspora, be it North America, South America, Asia, Middle East, wherever any Biafran find him or herself in any part of the world. 30th May is our sacred day. Why do we call it a sacred day? You know what is sacred? Something that is holy. It is a day we remember our holy men and our holy women. Because without them, we cannot build. Why did I say that? Because they are the ones that lay the foundation of what me and you are building on today. Because any man that must build, at least you must have laid solid foundation. So we have our great men and women that laid this solid foundation that me and you are building upon this day. I saw a post today. I think I saw it either in one of our media personnel. He wrote that 30th May, Heroes Day, has both spiritual and historical significance. When you look at these two words, spiritual and historic, exactly what it is. Why do we bring in something like spiritual into our Remembrance Day? Because the people we are remembering are past heroes. They have come, they have gone. Emma, when you are a typical Igbo man, we have this belief that there is always communication, connection between the dead and the living. There is a link between us. That is why we always see Samundi Omenana. We always see Anato Samanya Nana, Na Akboku Nana. Because in the real sense, they have come and gone, but their spirit lives on. Most of the times, let your spirit lives on. Your spirit lives on. And they do indeed live on. Because Nanding Welanya na Fuzo, Hana made those incantations, not Mondin Nana. Some that see them when you call on them. They come, they answer. So when we remember them every 30th May, we are having continuous communications with them. That is where the spiritual aspect of it comes in. If you can believe in the Holy Spirit, why won't you then believe in the spirit of Nnamdi that have come and gone? And how these men became so special to us, the people we are going to remember on 30th. They did not just came and left without leaving a mark. They left indelible mark. The mark that have attracted us into this thing that we are doing. the mark that paved the way. They paved the way for us. They connected us. They became a channel that connected me and you to this thing we are agitating for this day. We are talking of men and women that gave it all, starting from 1967 to 1970. I hope I'm right. Yes. Those men and women that fought hard for the restoration of Biafra, they did not live in vain. Onha were not in vain. They fought a good fight. They lived and left an indelible mark. A mark that has remained, which me and you has continued to make sure that such marks do not vanish. And when you talk of historical, the person that made that post, he says that 30th May is both a spiritual and a historical significance to us. When you talk of historical, Nnamdi Igbo, Biafrans, we have it in our history of remembering Ndenkanyi. That is why in some families, every year, that very year, somebody left in the family. Some families will always, every year, every time of that year, they will always remember them, pray for them. Now, when it comes to these special people, because now they celebrate on 30th, they were not ordinary men. They came as ordinary men, but they left as spirits. That is why we believe that their spirit lives on. And what makes it so special? In every family in Igbo land or in Biafra land, in every family, in every village, in every town, the mark of what happened during the war, Nigerian war against Biafrans, leaves mark in every family in Igbo land, in Biafra land. There is no family that you will come in that you will not find somebody that will tell you, no. When you come to my own family, from my mother's side, the person that senior my mother, he died during the Biafran war. That one, nobody could saw his body. But what happened those lengthy time, we already know. So likewise, every family that you come in Biafra land, leave with that indelible mark of genocides against us. Not genocides that only happened within those 3 years. It has extended. It has continued. Because Ojukwu led the war, and after him, so many other men, after some time, took over the agitation for Biafra. Since that time up to today, a lot of lives has gone in, and it has continued to go. When you come to our own movement, IPOB, we could count and remember number that went during Aba massacre, Nkpo massacre, Onitsha massacre. These are the ones, these are massacres that we can remember. The one that happened in Afaribeko Palace. The one that happened 3 years in Aba. These are the ones, the one that happened in Obibo. We have many uncountable others that they have continued to disappear without our knowledge. Many a times we will hear that na ebulu somebody from Enugu. and nobody could account where and there's such an individual we're taken to. So that is the people that we have continued to remember. And we talk about our gallant men of the ESN. We talk about even the other time, is it last year or last 2 years? The Biafra National Coordinator. A lot of our members in for the last 2 weeks or last 3 weeks. How can I make one low today? So these are the people we are remembering every 30th May. And this year is not going to be different. And that is why we encourage each and every one of us to make a date on that very day. It's a special day for us. It's not a day and an excuse. In fact, me, myself, I have taken an excuse from work. Go on time. Nyenum day off. Those 2 days or that day. I need to be off because no excuse on this one. So it's expected that any Biafran, any IPOB member, especially the ones in diaspora, make it a date. There is no excuse that you are going to work. All of us are going to come out in mass to celebrate our heroes and our heroines. So yeah, that is the thing I wanted to say before I delve into what I have. So this evening, my topic, my topic, I said I will be talking about, let me look at this topic again. Some truths about the DOS style of leadership. Why do I even want to talk about this? You know, some people that do not understand different operandis of different individuals most of the times get confused and do misunderstand. The way Mazi Nnamdi Kanu handled IPOB is not the way the DOS will handle IPOB. Why should there be a difference in the two approaches? For a change to happen, there's always underground reasons. People will always say, things, bad things, or how do they say that's how do I put it? Will I call it mistake? I wouldn't call it mistake. You know, things, misfortune. Let me use the word. Misfortune cannot happen to a man twice, especially a wise man. That is why you are wise. That is why you are called a wise person. Because we do learn. For the wise, every day is for learning. Every day is for improvement. Every day is for an advancement. It's only a foolish man that don't care again, because he or she cannot say, he or she cannot apply wisdom. Why am I going this way? I have heard some people talked about the style of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's leadership and the style the DOS chose to adopt. When you make these two comparisons without putting into consideration the timing, the conditions, then you make a lot of mistake. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came during his own time as a sensitizer, he did his best possible best to sensitize the people. The way he operated is quite different from the way we are seeing the DOS operating. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he is very, very loud. He's somebody that when he comes on the radio on Aba, he will be on Radio Biafra and warn everybody, all the politicians in Nigeria. He will be on Radio Biafra and tell you if you don't do this, he will bring you down. He will destroy you on Agini, make this and that. This is his own way of oppression. And because the way he talked, a lot of people, even and the banana like ebo na ekwu eba na imogo onye na ginger, somebody that can speak and lambast and so forth and so forth, which during his own time he did, he was able to deliver through that his operandis, the way he operated. Now in the last 5 or 6 years, the abduction and the extraordinary rendition came. We notice that some of the charges Mazi Nnamdi Kanu were being fronted or confronted were as a result of you know. Yes, of course, we know Nigeria has been the way they are. All people who she may mother adopt, kidnap one mother, and still have the right to come and try that person. Now, where am I driving this to? It's only a foolish person that allows him or herself to fall into the same mistake over and over again. When the charges against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu were brought, some of us at a time, more than when personally, I was thinking we pull back all the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's broadcast from wherever they are. But unfortunately, those criminals have all those records. Emma, there's always something different from normal. Like the way I am talking to you now. Anybody that might decide to take me to court is capturing my face. Is capturing my voice. You cannot deny it. Unlike at times, that you can even claim it's not you. It might be your administrator, or it might be your assistant that wrote it. So there are certain steps that we are taking in the past that were later deemed not appropriate at this very present time. As I said to you, individuals differs. There are people that wants to show off through their oratory skill. There is no problem with that. But when you weigh circumstances, the situation, especially the very present time situation, only a wise person will understand that there is urgent need for change. In the past, if you remember, there are times we used to circulate their pictures, their videos. The people that came to invade our farms. But the leadership found that after showcasing that, the next days to come, a war operation, military operation in Biafra land. And who are the people paying the prices? The innocent people. If you remember, there was a day Mazi Chinasanwuru said, going forward, there wouldn't be constant posting of the activities of the ESN. Something prompted it. So when you come to different styles and operation, it differs, especially at every different given time. Somebody like me, I would deem the DOS leadership as if they go on the way Mazi Nnamdi Kanu operated, because we saw the consequences and the need for a change of style surfaced. If we draw our minds back, when Ekberima came, because Ekberima Simon Ekba wanted to trend, like the way Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, as I said before, somebody that has that God, our God to kanga, but yeah, Madine or the loud. He speaks bamba to walono to a bomb. Ewoli ke nwe ihe eji anu oguden, mana obi ogwagi na ya ga-eji bomb piari unu niile. That is his own way. The way he operated. I am not fortunate. I want you to understand me. I want you to understand me. Now, Simon Ekba came, a foolish one, without learning what happened, the charges brought up against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He wanted to shine from the back. If we remember when he was doing his nonsense everywhere, many a times, even when militaries are being slaughtered in the north, Simon Ekba, in order to claim that he is the one working, he is the one dealing with the militaries, he will come out and tell people that Nnamdi Hebrew na north, no nyama. That's not his men. I don't want to be using English so that Facebook wouldn't pick me up. The Ekberima will tell people, not or claim no in order to continue to gain people's confidence, in order to, let people know that no he continued on that way without knowing that all those things he was presenting are being calculated for him. He did not learn from the charges brought up against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He did not understand the timing. There is one part of the Bible. Bible. Even I will make Christian, yes. There is a part of the Bible that says that the children of Issachar, they knew the timing. They knew the timing. Only a wise person knew, understand, and apply the wisdom when it comes to timing. Timing for everything. I am still on my topic. The style of the DOS leadership, which people are misunderstanding. And some of you agreed with me. You on your own light, on all your own touch, as I have on my own touch. This touch to understand where we are. It's only a foolish person that do not understand the timing. Without understanding the timing, application of wisdom is far-fetched. This takes me. I saw a very beautiful post from IPOB Rapture Media. Very beautiful post from them. I saw that post last week. I think I shared it. Then, Mazi posted it again today. I said, okay, I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to take this as we go along. Nigerian government, they have peddled a lot of wrong narratives against us as a result of the style of operations of the DOS leadership. Because these are the men that understood the timing, where we are. They saw what happened. They saw the evidences, charges brought up against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They changed method. They changed method. Ekberima, a foolish one, Dakenye, because he wanted to shine. There was a time he'd say to Mazi Chike, if you don't want to take a risk, step out. If you don't want to take a risk, step out, or the step out called step by the side. You know, and you know where Dakanye, he fell into the pit because of his foolishness, because of lack of insight, lack of foresight, lack of direction where he is going to, lack of where he is standing, and lack of direction of where he is coming from. Because he himself has no base. He had no direction. That is why he called himself autopilot. He did not understand what happened yesterday. Neither does he understand today. Neither is there any wisdom that needs to be applied for the tomorrow. But the man that understood took precaution. Many of you are not even asking, why did Mazi Edoziem won the case against the Nigerian government? The same Nigerian government that held Mazi Nnamdi Kanu could not lay a single charge against Mazi Edoziem. We remember when Barrister Jofa announced that the case has been squashed out because they gazetted Mazi Edoziem. They gazetted him without holding on any charge against him because he applied wisdom. He learned from what happened to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. He understood the timing. Have you ever had any audacious statement from him? He cannot. That they don't make threatenings does not mean they are not working. Enweli ha covert operation. Enweli ihe ndị be anyị na-akpọ ị na-egbu, ị na-ajụ onye na-egbu. Best man policy. Wise man policy, especially in this timing. Any of them, Nigerian government, point fingers. The countries where they are will ask for evidences. Because before you extradite a man, you have to provide the issues and the evidences. As we are in this movement, there is no member of the DOS. IPOB as we are, nobody can lay anything against us because of the wisdom, application of wisdom in terms of style or operations of the movement. That's why the only thing Nigerian government has continued to do, we not 4G, and they will go and get a man and put on IPU Biafra flag. Just wave on the camera and tell them that you are ESN, you are IPOB. That is the only thing they have continued to present. Because they are dealing with men of wisdom. Men that chose covert operation instead of unnecessary bogusness, empty bogusness, empty one, for that matter. That is why, at a time, Hope Uzodinma made a statement that he has destroyed IPOB. Don't worry, federal government, I have destroyed them. I have destroyed them. Then, before you know it, the group you are telling them that you have destroyed, when they see the activities of IPOB in different parts of the world, then they'll be asking, I thought you said that you have destroyed this group. Just like I saw the Nigerian military, the one they posted, is it yesterday? What did they say? They said they continue Sihewa in the southeast. The Nigerian militaries are already boasting now that they have destroyed IPOB. They have destroyed IPOB. They have destroyed IPOB. Don't we at times, why are we indestructible? Especially in these last 5 years. So many ways has been applied to bring us to an end. We've had serious internal attack coming from the Nigerian government. We were placed on the Terrorism Global Index. BBC carried us as Nnamdi threatened. How did we get out of all this? How did we get out of all this? Simon Ekpa, that claimed to be the Prime Minister of Biafra, that claimed to be the head, the leader, the spokesperson of IPOB, how did he ended up in the prison in Finland? And IPOB Finland is still operational. How? These are the questions we should be asking ourselves. When those infiltrators came, because we believe they worked for the government as well, they promised to end IPOB. They promised to end DOS leadership. How many announcements did we hear that the DOS has been destroyed? The first one came from Umada, US, when they converged together and announced that they have dissolved DOS leadership. I don't know if you guys still remember things. And announced that they have taken over. Where are they? None of them, none of them is anywhere near Biafra struggle this very day. Ekberima came and tell you that he will end the DOS. Where is him today? Presently, when we saw the autopilot 2, the infiltrators among us going round now, do you not see them posting that the DOS has been sacked? You guys are saying it. Let me look for one of them. These people are very, very funny, honestly. Let me look for... Can I hang car? Guess that lady. Okay, kissing her naza. I don't know check all this guy. Let me check here. Canada. These people are very, very funny. You know. I can't even remember the page of this girl anymore. That lady in Canada, that one that has dementia, that is refusing to take her medication. You know, many a times I saw what she's posting, telling you sacked DOS. Sacked DOS. I am trying to remind us the number of people that have sacked this very DOS. Umuada US have sacked them. Ekberima have sacked them. Kedaha, the new 100 goats. The new 100 minions. 100 in Yoshi Nandiama. Don't we see them carrying whatever all over the social media telling you that the DOS are sacked? We see all these things. These are people that do not understand the operations of this very leadership. Nigerian governments on their own boasting that they have crippled down IPOB. Hope Uzodinma is boasting the same. Nigerian militaries are boasting the same. Ekberima boasted the same. Umuada US boasted the same. The new 100 e-rats, e-goats are boasting the same. Because these are daft that do not understand the operations, the foundations, the solid structure put in place in the form of DOS leadership. So, I need that basic touch to understand these people's styles. You will misunderstand a man if you don't understand the method of such a man. As I am talking to you, I am talking to myself. There was a time I felt a bit frustrated. At times I would say, the Nigerian government, I think it's time for us to throw bigger stones at them. Because I was waiting to see physical stones, announcements, march. That was when I did not understand the style of operation. These are the same mistake that IPOB would have been held on to hold us down. As clever as the UK is, as under how they could not lay a single thing down they will use to pin IPOB down. Neither the US, neither any country in this world. Even the people that added IPOB to the global whatever index, they had no substantive evidence to support the claim. That is why the whole thing died. Because IPOB leadership on their part played wisely. And wherever caught her down. And wherever they implicated. Both in saving Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and in saving the structure. The last bishop that went to see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that was the bishop of Uji River in Enugu. After seeing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he came out and said something. That Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told him that all the charges brought up against him are the offenses, atrocities of Simon Ekpa. Watch all those charges against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu none of the charge were as a result of what IPOB, they will claim IPOB did in the last 5 years. Because they kept him after the abduction and the extradition, and they were looking for evidences. On our own part, they could not single out what they will use against him. Likewise, any country that might be pushed to tag us had no such evidence as a result of application of wisdom by the people in charge. Their style of operation, their covert ways of doing things, you cannot hold them. Without you understanding where the bullet is coming from. And that is the path chosen by this leadership. As I said before, I saw a beautiful post from our Rapture Media. So let's take it one by one to understand more truth about IPOB, especially more truth about this DOS leadership. So let's take it line by line and we go from there.
DOB's leadership. No one is saying. Everyone thinks that with Nnamdi Kanu in jail, the indigenous people of Biafra is a sinking ship, totally lost and finished. The world sees a movement that's been crushed, a leader who's been silenced, and a future that's a giant question mark. All the news headlines and so-called experts are painting this picture of pure chaos, of a revolution that's on life support. But what if I told you that's exactly what they want you to think? What if the story everyone is telling is a complete lie?
No. There are things the Nigerian government, the enemies outside and the enemies within wants you to think. They want you to think that these DOS are not doing anything. Because there is no the kind of bogus statement Mazi Nnamdi Kanu used to make in those days. There is no kind of Simon Ekpa presentations. It was somewhere in order to tell you na lokwala golo, therefore continue to bring money. It's some of our members that do not understand the way the DOS are operating. Some of them, that is why we saw the one on the media. Get out here, Metisela. There was a time he said that the struggle is stagnant. That is the word he used. The struggle is stagnant. Even the way he talks like a parrot. That's the way he thought the leaders should be speaking. The same him that spoke some years ago is the one telling you that now those things he spoke some years ago, that he was charmed, that the DOS used charm on him. For you to understand the mentality of some people, when you hear people not understanding the way this leadership operates, because many will be expecting the way Simon will always come out every evening. Well, isi punk ya, isi nke ona akpowanya na by the side. Tell you don't not shine. Oputo na aba. That is the kind of thing some people that do not understand what is going on will think. That's the kind of mentality. And that is why if they don't see that style of method, they will tell you this the struggle is stagnant. Nothing is going on. We are not moving. This is not this. This is not that. This is what the Nigerian government wants the people to think. That is why Hamecha, they will be boasting that they have destroyed IPOB. Before they know it, they will see IPOB activities all over the world. IPOB remains indestructible. IPOB remains indestructible. This is what the enemies wants people to think. Ha chọrọ parrot. Onye na-abịa ekwu okwu every evening. Ye coat. Ma ọ wụ sọwanye isi. No punk. You know? This is not the style of this DOS leadership. Let's continue to go.
Designed to hide a much crazier, more shocking truth about a battle raging within the movement itself. Literally, almost everyone will tell you that without Nnamdi Kanu, IPOB is over, that the fire is completely out. But they are so wrong. The truth is, the movement is being...
Even from the almighty Ben or Madubug, Ben that will always claim that's on the forefront in the struggle. Because he was held together with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We saw what he posted last week. That Nnamdi is following Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That without Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, there wouldn't be any Biafran thing. And it's not only him. It's some of those bigots they placed here and there, including the 100 Irats. That is their mentality. They believed that also some Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will restore Biafra. I saw one of them posted something. Jesse Ayonyuku. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we are waiting for you to come so that you can restore Biafra for us. The worst of it, he is among the 100 men. They told us they are the divine project people that will restore Biafra. The 100 men, they've already told us that they are the divine project 100 men. They are the 100 chosen men from above that will restore Biafra. But he is on his page today calling on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to please come out and restore Biafra for us. For you to understand. So, when you come across people with such mentality, it will destroy us. If you are not careful, they will infect you with their decayed mentality. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a mortal man. No man lives forever. Ojukwu that led the Biafran war. What they gonna Ojukwu? Some stupid ones then would have thought that the death of Ojukwu brings to an end the restoration of Biafra. Did it bring it? It didn't. The illegal imprisonment of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has no meaning on Biafra struggle. Because had it been, it does. 5 years, 6 years is very much enough to wind down an organization. Has it winded down IPOB? It hasn't. The only thing it did is that it became a wind that carried away the chaff. The chaff with poor mentality. And we don't even need such mentality. Cross-contamination. Cross-contamination. In the hospital or wherever, there are some diseases or infection someone will have. They will put the person on barrier nursing. They don't want you to contaminate the next fellow. Those people with such mentality, the wind that came, we are able to shake them out from the way. Otherwise, they can contaminate the believers. Just like Ben Madubug. Without his useless post, some people believe that post. Some people share that post. Some people like that post. People of same mindedness. Just like JCI telling you, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, please come out, release him so that he will come and restore Biafra. Meanwhile, this man is among the leaders of the 100 men we are told that will restore Biafra. We have to be careful whom we are following, whom we are listening to. Some of these garbages going on online today, some of them are not healthy, especially who need it tough mentally. At times I will use the word for your mental health. Protect your mental health. Because no matter, if you're not mentally tough, hakokota that garbage. If you are listening, constantly listening to them, one day, one of the garbages will strike in, banyegina your brain. Cross-contamination. Cross-contamination. Thank you, God's power. Let's continue.
Run by a secret leadership team, so disciplined and so powerful, it was literally designed for this exact crisis. But here's the real story nobody is telling. That very structure
is telling you now.
Test,
okay, chale. Honestly, this is the secret so many people are not telling you. That this leadership is designed for a time like this. The make of Mazi Chike Doziem is not the make of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is built in his own way during his own time. In this present situation, if we had somebody like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu out with us, leading us, he might implicate the movement from Ihonegu. That is his make. That is the way he talk, and you can never cage him. But a time like this is somebody that works with temperament. Somebody that will choose rather to walk on the ground, to deal with you on the ground without making an announcement. Some time ago he said that na IPOB Biohane Chege, they will be waiting for you to bring out your head. Without making an announcement, without making noise. That is the style, the operation. And from this Rapture Media, something is telling you this is the kind of secret they do not want you to know, because they want you to misunderstood the way they operate. They want people to believe that they are not doing anything, because they wanted noisy type. They wanted people that will implicate IPOB. Some time ago, I said it. Anytime we are tagged in the international society, in international, we are gone. That is the end. Automatic end of IPOB. People that do not understand keep on making noise. IPOB Radio Biafra is registered in UK here. There were quick, wise steps taken by the leadership to save. But people that do not understand, misunderstood. When you come to UK here and you want to register your company, or you want to renew the registration, you have to go through questions. it is applicable to some certain jobs here. There are places they will ask you, write down, do you have any unspent criminal case? Or do you have any unspent conviction? Are you convicted in any part of the world? Have you been to prison? Are you subjected to any criminals investigations? Because never we're caught to get off. Because once in any part of the world you are subjected to criminal investigations, they look at you as unush. They don't want to register that company. The name of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu were used in certain registrations, which his condition, if IPOB continue to go with his name, it will stop us. We will be strike out because Nigeria has declared him what he is not. So far, any country in the world declared you certain names is on your name. It's on your name. IPOB were so clever enough, instead of jeopardizing the whole movement, let's take certain steps. But some people will turn it to something else. People will turn it to something else. Let's continue to listen to
side, but from internal saboteurs and proxies. What nobody seems to get is that the greatest threat to IPOB right now might be coming from its own founders' circle. In a real revolution, hype dies down, but an insane structure is what lasts forever. The founders of IPOB didn't just build a fan club, they designed a literal machine. While Nnamdi Kanu is the recognized leader, he was not the sole creator. Many others were with him from the start. In fact, the name Indigenous People of Biafra was reportedly conceived by another executive during the group's formation process. They built an organization made to survive the craziest pressure you can imagine, like Kanu being arrested back in June 2020.
That is the foundation of it as an institution. You know, when you hear some people demanding that IPOB be run like an institution, because in the first place, it's been set up as an institution. It is not a one-man show. The name IPOB were not coined by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. There are men that started IPOB. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was through his good oratory. He has that skill. He can speak. He was asked to be on Radio Biafra speaking. That is IPOB. And that is what makes IPOB indestructible. Because the whole essence of going after him is as a result of the thought, bring down the leader, and the whole movement will be down. Without them knowing, there are extended branches all over the world, not in any particular of the world. The way IPOB is, there is no head Ogawacho tomorrow. If we look for any head tomorrow, that IPOB cannot function. That is the essence of institution. It's the essence of institution. Let's continue.
1. And this machine has a name, the Directorate of State, or DOS. Even though Kanu is still the leader and face of the entire movement, the DOS was built from day one to be the highest authority in charge, making sure everything keeps running like clockwork. After Kanu was arrested, the chain of command became crystal clear. The Directorate of State, led by Mazi Edoziem, was tasked with running the entire show, with the mission of guiding the movement until Kanu gets out. This wasn't some last-minute panic move. It was all part of the master plan. The goal was never to replace Kanu, but to make sure the collective...
Did we hear it? This audio is trying to expose for you to understand the operations of this DOS leadership. Their operations is not to replace Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. In contrast to what we hear on the social media, some will tell you they want to overtake, they want to overthrow, they want to outrun. I told somebody, 5 years, 6 years is too long to do overtake. Somebody holding and controlling power and has an intention to overthrow, 5 years, 6 years is too much. Power is already in his or her hand. If he has such intention, 1 month is too much for her to do the overthrow. You know, when they make those lies, they ended up being a laughing stock, because nothing suggests that.
...is followed perfectly even while he's locked up. Don't think of it like a normal company with a CEO. Think of it more like an elite spy agency or a decentralized crypto network. The power isn't in one person's hands. It's spread across a super secure, disciplined and coordinated team. The whole system is...
Did you hear this? It says the power is not in a single man's hand. Remember, among this team, this DOS leadership, they have the head, which is Mazi Edoziem. But the power, the whole power is not only on his hand. The deputy HOD, Mazi Nzurumike, said something last month, and that was late last month, during the broadcast, during his broadcast. That thing, it kind of threw more light to this very thing now. Where he talked about Mazi Edoziem, the way he operates. I think that was when he said, every single decision they take, Mazi Edoziem will always bring it to the table for debate. Let me look for it, because we are trying to touch it for us to understand the operations of this DOS. I think that's it. Let's listen to this.
And to tell you that this very leadership, the DOS headed by Mazi Edoziem, one of our finest. So many of you don't know that Mazi Edoziem, owed to his personality and or to his impeccable character.
Impeccable character.
Of a good example, that this DOS has been able to pilot the affairs of this very struggle very, very solidly well, and with so many successes. Some of them we are not at liberty to divulge on air. Some of them many of you already know. But I must tell you that this leadership is making sure that everything
one second. Oh, I can't even stop it. I can't stop it.
Precision.
I would like to pause here. He is saying that most of the times they are not at liberty to bring everything they are doing out. But people should understand that everything the DOS do is Mazi Nzurumike na Sonukutoib. I think he used the word surgical precision. Precision, surgical precision. What is precision? When you aim your target, you hit at your target. No mistake. If you are aiming to hit here, you weigh the pros, the cons, position properly, aimed properly, target properly. before you hit your target. Surgical precision without much mistake. As a result of parliamentary kind of leadership, where they debate on different topics and be able to pick the best idea, being able to hit precision, hitting the target, less of mistakes, less of disadvantages, less of side effects, less of death, less of imprisonment, less of attack, less of arrest. Because this is not one-man business. In as much as Mazi is the head, he still brings issues to the table for debate, for them to choose the right one. Precision. Let's continue to listen to him. I don't know what this thing is doing.
Mazi is the type that whatever decision that is made is taken to the platform of DOS for a discussion, for the best idea, for the superior argument to come up for an extraction and for the decision, final decision making. And that process has helped us a lot in making sure that we present the finest we have in terms of the decision making to whatever quarter we need to make it available, and that has helped us to make a lot of successes.
Okay.
That is the approach of institution, the approach of respecting structural, design and structural positions. That is very, very important, because we also say Ekironiki. Ekironiki is so important because no one person can do it alone. Anybody who tells you that is lying to you. No one person can do it alone. Never. Yeah. And therefore, Biafrans, especially in Biafra land, this is to thank you so much for...
I think that's it. I've got what I want. So we are still looking at the operations, the way, their style of operation. I have outlined the reasons that we need to understand. When you are following a leader, you do not understand their directions. You are bound to misunderstand them. You are bound to hate them if care is not taken. You are bound to be deceived by the outsiders, just like we are hearing from all over in the internet. Some will tell you they are not doing anything. Some will ask you, what have they achieved since the last 5 years? Some will tell you different all manners. That is why we need to sensitize our people for us to understand the way these leaders operate. People will always say, when a thing is not understood, that abuse is inevitable. When the ways and operations of this DOS are not understood by you, abuse is inevitable. Condemnation is inevitable. You will condemn them. You might hate them. You will misunderstand them. You will take them as the dormant. You will take them as the stagnant. Because he do not understand. Out of his foolishness. Every wise person that follows a man will always study first the manner, the way that man operates. When you are following a man that you do not understand, anya ya, onye sign na anya, you do not understand it. Until the enemies will understand what is going on. Because you, the time you're supposed to learn and understand the way they behave, you did not. We are trying to bring an understanding with the people we are following. We need to, anytime you start to look at or wait for them to start to speak the way Mazi Nnamdi can speak, then you'll be frustrated out of the way because you cannot see that. Anytime you will start to wait for them to start to threaten Nigerian government the way Ipob threatened them, do you need to make noise with your threatening? Why can't you go underground and where the hammer a launch attack and the Igbo in a join? Is that not the best way to go than making noise? You want to make noise and implicate yourself. Even where that country where you are, Nigeria will have something to present to that country to tell them, no, you are a terrorist. You need to be extradited. Any of our leadership, have we had Nana Chohacho? Have you had it? Mazi Duziem de gazetted. Such gazette has been lifted because he played wisely. The man that told him, if you don't want to act, step out of the way. He's in now, Simon Ekma. Emily Hendebani will always say, Nwata enwehonne, a motherless baby, will always listen to the advice to the children, giving to the children that their mothers are still alive. Kedu ka esi de yenwe enwehonne na-ege ma ọ na-ewere advice a na-enye ndị nwere nne. That's the clever way to learn. You don't fall into, oh, it's only a blind person or a foolish person that falls into a pit to wise. Let me go back to that rapture media thing. Yes, come back. Okay, let me continue.
Integrity, insane resilience, and super strict top secret communication channels. This was the founders' 5D chess move to make the movement indestructible, making it almost impossible to stop by just capturing one person. This insane structure wasn't just put to the test by the Nigerian government, it's also faced huge challenges from the inside. But the DOS has proven it can steer the movement safely. After the kidnap of Nnamdi Kanu, the leadership was never handed over and finances to manage the movement, yet they have success.
Now, it says that the leadership were not handed over the finances, which is true. This thing was posted by Rapture Media. I don't know who wrote this. It could be in the Rapture Media or whoever that wrote it. But Rapture Media, you know, the way they translate things to audio. This whoever that wrote this has is nothing but the truth. The leadership, we are not handed any finance. I have said it a number of times during my programs. We are trying to understand the kind of people, their manners of operation, the people handling this movement, for our better understanding. In the last 5-6 years, they have led. I have said this before. Anytime you are taking the mantle of leadership from anybody, there's always a handover. In my own job, there's always a handover. Handover is always the first thing you do so that you continue wherever the other person stopped. These people had no handover. This is Biafra Restoration Project. These guys had no handover anything about diplomatic moves. They were not told na emitikwelende do twa, emitikwelende do twa, emitikwelende do twa up to today. These people were not handed over any finance. It was immediately the US or Madam Oibo and the Nnamdi carried the ESM money. The whole thing went. The only one I rely on with Nnamdi, that one also sees that one. The way it has to wear money, different countries where money is. In Italy, in South Africa, so this leadership are people that almost started afresh. No finance, no handover, no company a lobby with social amount to meet them for help. Nothing like that. Whatever thing that we have seen in this movement up to today, it is a new fresh. There were no help anywhere. No handover anywhere. Despite the starvation of funds, the services are still there. The services would have been funded better had it been those money were intact. Because 750,000 US is for ego ESN. When you change that money to a naira, you know how much it is. It will take care of it will take care of osisi that will build a stronger force. And we'll go there any emergency invasion from the Fulani. Then we'll be able to resist. But the funds we are cut off. Despite that, this leadership, we are still able. Who do not hear, even though is no longer as solid as it should be, had it been the money, the fund budgeted. We are there, but they were able to hold it. In my last broadcast, I talked about, is there any service of IPOB that has been destroyed? None were destroyed. Even though the starvation of funds affected them. We cannot lie now. It affected them. And when some of Ndo Tuanyi Ngonija, welfare to their families, and I meet him chazi up. Is it not better we speak to ourselves and speak the truth? Due to Ndiji ego Zulego, the Kanus took our money within Nayanya. Or don't you pay again, Emed? If that money were available, it will go a long way. Con Kendi US. Let me calculate $750,000 multiplied by, let's say, dollars on 1,500, and see what it. Because can you call me back? I'm not picking the call now. I will pick call, but not now, please. Let me do this little calculation. Can you go what that money would have done for us? 750,000. times, let's say na dollars, no, 1,005. Look at that. On 1.1 billion. I hope I'm right. It's more than 1.1 billion. I want to need that 1.1 billion. It will take us, it will build our force stronger. The one on Nanya and the Kanu Subuje. That one run in millions. If we had that one with us, it will improve our services. I am still talking about the style of operation of this DOS. It shows they can manage something out of nothing. Oh, go to so Ujide, the service. Holding the service without money. They were able to do it. That means if they are able to hold services without money, that means always there, if money were made available, they would have pushed it. No further. Even at that, they were still able to possess a property in Italy. They still have that sense to acquire property for IPOB, not for any man. Because I know some people with criminal mind, Ganaju, IP. It's in the name of IPOB. How IPOB? It's not, it doesn't belong to any man, but IPOB. Or if that property can be rented out, whatever money I realize from there can help in the running of services of IPOB. It can go a long way. That means now all this money we lost in the hands of this criminal, had it been this money we are utilized well, by now monthly due. We are all Igbos, and we are business oriented people. Make you rest, you don't try. Less man starts to use the gains and the dividends we've realized from our past investments. Let's man use it to push the struggle. But the whole money we can manage it from. You were lavished. You were stolen. Ndioshi.
Manage the struggle. The movement has also been attacked by a cancer from within, but those internal saboteurs have been spotted and removed. Take the case of Benjamin Madubugo. There were serious allegations that Madubugo was impersonating the leadership's name to collect contracts, a huge betrayal. Despite the corruption, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu himself permitted Madubugo to be added to the Directorate of State. This sent shockwaves through the ranks, but the DOS weathered the storm, exposing those working against the movement and reaffirming its integrity. Then there's the issue of Nnamdi Kanu's siblings. Many loyalists believe they are becoming a cancer to the struggle.
They are cancer. It's beginning to name the cancers and when at the struggle. Cancer. Cancer na ebu mad. Ha bu na anyi now. Ndori. These activities of this 100 men, this guy ana akpọ mmadụ bug contributed hugely to it. Last time Mazi made the last broadcast, he started with that guy. Oh, you want to all these things. Ụmụaka na-emegharị mkpọtụ, oh, you want to assemble her together. Oh, you want to engineer her. Oh, you want to brainwash her. Do we talk about the interferences from the siblings? Ndị ga ha wohi ka ha ji wee bịakwute anyị. Ha zuburu anyị. Ha mere anyị broad day robbery ha zugburu anyị ezugbu in all angle. Ebe niile ego dịka ha manyere aka. Ha gala, they went to Italy. They went to South Africa. Ha zuko, na asina ebe ka esi wete that family. Ebe ka ndasi. Nda nwe bad blood in them. Amara m ebe ndị anụwasị. Ọbara ndị ajọka. Wee kwụrụ ọtọ just na Mazi Nnamdi Kanu wu your sibling ka ha ji wee kwụrụ ọtọ chọọ ka ha jeopardize everything about the struggle. Build rivalries ka nyawo ka akwatue IPOB. And that is why some of us are not happy with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Because he played major part in all this. But that is the truth. Had it been Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not support Kanunta and the Emmanuel, these guys cannot go this way. Who are they? Anyamande how? They are not officers in IPOB. I have said it before. The thousands of euro and enunye na account to Kanunta started when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was still out. For some of you that will always tell me, they were doing that because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was not around. That is not true. 2020, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was out. A lot of thousands of euro went to Kanunta Kanu. With my face open. Oh, if I am lying against Kanunta Kanu, what he would do, Obia UK now, will take him to court and charge me for it. But he cannot do it because I know what I am saying. I am not telling you what somebody told me, what I saw with my 2 eyes. Thousands were going to Kanunta when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was out here. And it continued for years. For years. We melanya na this struggle. If not, these people, this DOS take it over. Around here, Makachuku, somebody like me, and we no here, me. I cannot see Udushi Zuluna IPOB account. I become foolish enough. Sana me struggle. And I'm at believe like that. I'm an Igbo man, Igbo woman. Born and breeded. Amulom na Igbo, zomu nwala onye Igbo. Nnam onye Igbo. Enweghị m any mixed blood in me. My husband onye Igbo. Enwebe ka obala man si wee banye m n'ahụ. I am a full-fledged Igbo woman. Adi m eme nzuzu. Because of these people, they were in charge. I cannot manage people with such fraudulent behavior. I cannot. Let's continue.
The IPOB movement like a family business. Critics say Kanu's siblings must stay clear of the movement and stop using the name of IPOB to collect money. Souls have been lost because of the events, which outside
was another level of criminality against us. Then Welezia ha IPOB kita court deals everywhere, here and there, cutting deals. Abiasigi, don't worry. You are leaders of IPOB. We will not ban an election. Don't worry, you will vote. In fact, we are going to praise you with our IPOB press release. And that That is why I need Mazi the same you a day memo. A will that one single memo with the boy in my powerful. Corn in my powerful is dead. I cannot. Powerful has gone because I choke and what he day me for hang. And make at that press release now basaga. Hey, what Emaranda saga mistresses and masters. Edge in the press release about the saga. There is one on Kajiko here. Show me Ipob from this Nnamdi play now. The one has yani Moru and the Doziem wants to hijack IPOB. Is that not saga? Abiasigi, Onyewa and Onyewa are working for government. Is that not saga? Abiapotasigi, Northern Elders Forum, IPOB, thank you. They are thanking you. You are doing very well. Who knows na Hejukwoneje collect ego from Northern Elders Forum? These are the people that want Biafra struggle dead. Con the Northern Elders. Oh, how na support Sharia law. Oh, how na abate Christian genocide in the North. Oh, how Nigeria. They are the ones holding Nigeria. These are the set of people they were praising with IPOB press release. Only in the for hand. Now, thank God. Thank God that now these people were, the atrocities were busted. Had it been that we don't know all these things, it would have continued. All these things would have continued. Mazi will play a major part to this. How you want to relate to all these things? Or be a brokers or obuwaya. Oh, you was sensitized, and we saw it. We saw it.
Might see as total disasters were actually just stress tests that proved how resilient the framework is. The DOS has shown it can cut off internal threats, but the real question is, did Nnamdi Kanu really think he could destroy this structure via proxies? Maybe he never fully understood what he and many others created. So why is this super disciplined structure and its internal battles a complete secret to the mainstream media? The answer is mind-blowing. It's a massive strategic advantage. The movement's enemies, especially the Nigerian government, have spent insane amounts of money and resources trying to target just one man. They labelled IPOB a terrorist organisation back in 2017 and have based their entire strategy on taking down Nnamdi Kanu, whose legal battle continues to move through the courts. This crazy obsession with the leader is all part of the plan. It creates a powerful illusion that the movement is weak, tricking enemies into thinking that by capturing the king, they've already won the game. They have no idea that the organisation is a huge network of independent but united cells, all operating under the central command of the Directorate of State. This illusion of weakness is actually its greatest strength. While the world is glued to the courtroom drama, the real work of the movement is continuing 24/7. Global diplomacy,
even when they are claiming that IPOB has finished, IPOB has ended, the Nigerian military, their headquarters bullshit, have joined them to tell them that he destroy an IPOB. On 30th of May, they will see IPOB. Who will destroy us? Who will you hold? And what will you use to hold us? I think this is what I need you to understand. It's not holding a man is the matter. What are you holding him or her for? That thing, you bring it out, or where he acted. This is where the DOS leadership outsmarted them. Because now how they rather walk on the ground than coming out to announce it. ESN activities they might not be posting it. I don't know if some of you had it. In case tomorrow, when you begin to hear from the 100 men asking you, where is your ESN? Tell them, we don't need to show you. They are infiltrators. We don't need to show them. We are working wisely. We now know better. We don't know how to go about with the job of restoration of Biafra without being committed anywhere. And this is why it is very difficult for Nigeria, for other international society to hold us down. You think if US could see us being parading or operating like terrorists, you think they wouldn't tag us? Or UK Guinea. Smart moves, smart ways of operations, smart ways of operations. We need to understand all this so that you cannot be deceived. Don't get your brain contaminated by the Ekberimas. Ekberima is inside, but there are other Ekberimas going round with one story or the other. Every day, different stories. Every day, different stories from them.
Community organising and strategic PR are all being managed by the departments and directorates created for this exact situation. The Media and Publicity Directorate, for example, is constantly dropping press releases, controlling the story and fighting fake news, making sure the movement's voice is never silenced. This decentralized but centrally controlled model means that arresting leaders or cracking down on protests doesn't do any of the damage you'd expect. The structure is flexible and can adapt to anything. For every leader you see, there's a...
Did you hear it? The structure is what? Flexible. Anybody telling you, no, to a Mazi Nnamdi Kanu si we kpodo yisi na ana ka ọ ga-adị. Gwa ha na asị. You would have imagined if the DUS followed everything Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said. Give Ekberima slot. They will rush and give Ekberima slot. Give all money to Nnenna. The more I na-asụ Nnenna ego, the more I na-asụnyere ya Kanu ntakana. Anaghị eligwo. Na jolly. I'm buying houses. Look at Kanu that doesn't do anything. Buying houses in Obodo Oyibo. And a go house, a go no Obodo Oyibo. Our own is mortgage. Even though I know our gear, but it's mortgage. And even though we are working hard, me and my husband, we work so hard. Look at Kanu that has no work. Buying house. Paid front. With ego IPOB. Okay, I'm reading something. Yeah. So that's what we are saying. Understanding
disciplined
the
army behind the scenes, making sure the mission never stops. In a crazy way, the Nigerian government's own military reports about arresting IPOB ESN members are accidentally proving that this massive organized structure is still running all across the region. The proof that this structure is real and running at 100% is everywhere if you just look past the headlines. IPOB is still a massive political force. It conducted one major sit-at-home to force the Nigerian government to bring Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to court. Later, this tactic was allegedly hijacked by Simon Ekpa, who some claim was used by the Nigerian government to make the protest ineffective and turn the public against the movement. While Kanu himself has called for an end to the Monday sit-at-homes, the fact that splinter groups led by figures like Ekpa keep trying to enforce them shows the challenge the DOS has in keeping total control. but it also proves just how much power the overall movement still has. This is where it gets complicated. The notion that anything Nnamdi Kanu says goes must stop.
Hello, Chukwu, come here. I'll see. That notion that anything Mazi Nnamdi Kanu says goes. Hello, Chukwu should come here. Hello, Chukwu is not even asking. If everything Mazi Nnamdi Kanu says goes, why is Ekberima not broadcasting on Radio Biafra? And he, Hello, Chukwu, is among the ones that expose and attack Simon Ekpa. So why was he running around with everything Mazi Nnamdi Kanu says must go? Meanwhile, he's among the ones that fought some of the things Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said. Everything Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said must go. This movement would have collapsed. Everything he says goes. Only go within 100 men. Because bringing 100 men and telling you 100 men, they are the people that will champion legal and they are the people that will restore Biafra. And he has been hammering about 100 men. 100 men. That means he has found 100 men. Therefore, he is going to go with 100 men. The rest of other people, you guys should go to Bean. Your services are no longer needed. Because this is a move to collapse the movement. 100 men of Metusele, 100 men of Chalugo, 100 men of Osoji. Unless Moyeji Osoji will restore Biafra. 100 men of Paul Achebe. Tell me what these guys can do. Jesse Ayonyukuha. One autopilot. Autopilot ucholachu. Ifi Ibanu si omubiko. The one Azuk autopilot kicked out. Also 100 men. If people that are needed has been found, that means activities of Anyuma of the DUS are no more needed. What it means, we should close up, we should park and stay by the side. And you know what that means? That is the end of the struggle. So everything Mazi Nnamdi Kanu says will not go. And my face is open. The Rapture Media said it. We have been saying it. Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is one man. He is subject to mistake. Go made a lot of mistake now. We've seen it. He's a man. As a person, I make a lot of mistake. One person cannot use because of his supremacy and cause a severe mistake that will jeopardize a big movement like this. So that mantra is devilish. That mantra is selfish. Is not in the collective interest of the movement. That mantra is disrespect, is disservice to us. There are men and women that have been in this movement since 14 years, 12 years. Some of them has been so dedicated. They have served, they have worked, they have sacrificed their time, sacrificed their energy, sacrificed their money. Monthly due there are people that have been paying it for decades. These are the sweat of people. At the end, you tell them it is no longer them that is needed. Enwego divine project. 100 men divine from heaven. Akbara divine. Oh, how get rest. Are you not a fraudster? Is a fraudulent statement. Because you have defrauded people. Over the case, people have been giving you monthly due, paying you salary, sponsoring your bogus lifestyle. At the end, they was there and get restored Biafra. Now another 100 goats. Then the people that died in the cause, the family gauge say, raise my people up. Go and raise them. Since my bros they are not among the numbers. They are not among the numbers. That means all the sacrifices people made in the past, you have to pay them back. Because you collecting their sweat, collecting their services, collecting their efforts, collecting their energy, at the end, it says here you want to dismiss them. By God ordained. Oh, can I have that lawyer? Somebody Joff, make a Joff. Lawyer, he called it 100 Men Divine Project. This is the worst you can do to your fellow human being. Yeah, it's like you hear the pastor and them mad. It did picture members. It was there now, it's not God speaking. It was with okoko. Ili chazie it was there na God says in our those things that is needed. Fact na God say ya jewe godu. Mama already na go ye gie na ewie. Na le your okoko ya tani koya. Enjoy your life. These are the things we are criticizing in Christianity. That's exactly what some people wants to bring it to IPOB. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is among the people that kicked hard on some of these misbehaviors of pastors. He used chazie mmadụ esi ya pụọ onye akpalọ pụọ n'ụzọ ka akpa onye ọzọ.
The IPOB leadership is now an institution, and it is no more a one-man show. It is the institution that must make the laws, not a single individual. Directives and press releases are constantly being dropped by its spokespersons on behalf of the DOS. These aren't just random posts. They are strategic bombs that deal with everything from religious persecution to disowning criminals who are using Biafra's name. This shows a living, breathing leadership that is actively running this revolution. But it's a leadership that has been tested, strategizing, and commanding loyalty while fighting for its own principles. The ability to appoint officials, manage the struggle without initial financing, and steer the movement's direction, all while the main leader is locked up, is the ultimate proof that the institution is bigger than any one person. The question is whether the institution can survive the influence of the very man who leads it. The idea that IPOB is finished without Nnamdi Kanu isn't just a mistake. It's a complete failure to see the entire chessboard. Ipob's real power was never just in its charismatic leader, but in the indestructible, decentralized institution its founders built. The Directorate of State isn't a backup plan. It's the engine of the revolution, and it was built to run forever, no matter what. But now, that engine is being tested by internal saboteurs and proxy interference. The movement's survival is not just about withstanding outside pressure. It's about the institution's proven ability to purge the poisons from within. The leadership isn't gone. It's fighting a two-front war. The world's obsession with one man has made them blind to the unstoppable machine working silently in the background, and the internal battle that could either destroy it or make it stronger than ever. The mainstream media will never tell you this story. The powers that be want you focused on one man, so you miss the real war happening behind the scenes. That's where we come in. If you believe the truth needs to be heard, you are now part of the information army. Share this video on every platform you have. Then go to the comments and answer the big question. Can the IPOB institution survive attempts by its own founder to undermine it? We're reading every single response to get more of the truth that other...
So, it's a very beautiful audio script here. Nothing but the truth. Can IPOB be shaken from the foundation? That is the last question he's asking. Probably from the founder. Will the founder be able to shake IPOB out of its roots? I said something before. If we were asked to move out of the way, there are better men to do it. Will it be possible? That is a question for you and me to answer. I don't know, Rapture, who's ever that compiled this, threw it as a question. Can you be pushed out of the way? Can I be pushed out of the way to give way to criminals, unknown criminals, not even the known? The numbers are not even chosen from the family. These are outsiders. These are conglomeration of Ndachurachu, conglomeration of Autopilot, conglomeration of the people that sponsored criminality in Biafra land. I told you about Ifeonwu Biko, the one that was we are supplying ammunitions to Ekberima criminal gangs. She lives in Ireland. They are sponsors and workers of iniquity. Are these people the kind of people me and you will take a step out for them to take over the struggle? It's not possible. Oh, somebody's on the line. Sorry, dear. Yeah, let me give you the chance to speak. Welcome to the program.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. Yeah.
Good evening.
Yeah, welcome. Oh.
Yeah. Got like good woman anger here because I'm on Oguineku. You are now about to where but the other no watching get out as if that now the GOS now you know you to go and I to go away put my all the genuine IPOB don't wear conscience because the people who are not with the GOS today will do my conscience. On the law of Roman 9 they can hear this struggle. On down, don't wear conscience. I come out with the GOS. But I'm why you want to but I'm going to you now. You tell you now when my abusi. I have one for watching once. I want this struggle line on email. Nnamdi Kanu. Cheerful 28 boys on a befa. But I have one there. Where Patanama Akanilu. That POB Akanilu. Because some of the things today, Nnamdi Kanu was I know that Nnamdi Kanu had not perfect. All the wrong in many places. I want to imagine Nnamdi Kanu the wrong 40%, near the wrong 70%. Was imagine Nnamdi Kanu which now I know many areas all are wrong. Because actually outside and near the water than snow. That now IPOB does not belong to Biafra does not belong to his family. But what were family and you they were GOS now. When I cheer, so when you could that now, when I now, pardon Nnamdi Kanu, Israel, Kanu, na Fariku, that defend Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that people Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Yeah, and after that, then I go and I do it, but outside the compound there, near that. Compadre Nnamdi Kanu, ebe nwetachara ozi ndị mmadụ na Oro n'ime ọfịa. Ada gị ekwentị nke ahụ. Aba High School, ụmụnna gwụrụ abụ there. Oge Obianọ na-achị, ụmụnna gwụrụ abụ there. Owele, ụmụnna gwụrụ abụ there. Ebonyi egburu ụmụnna there. N'Enugu, ebe ụmụnna gbakọ na-eme meeting. Egbu for that place. But today, anyone Nnamdi Kanu na WG ego ndị IPOB na control n'aka ndị nna ya anya na sponsor ndị na-fight DOS. And the amount of DOS on Nnamdi Kanu. Without DOS, Nnamdi Kanu can never do anything alone. And which Nnamdi Kanu always say it. Without DOS, without us, he cannot do anything. Ties. I know when people start giving Nnamdi Kanu idea to open radio, so that people will be listening to what he's saying at home. I'm with the idea. Start creating zones, country by countries. I'm with that idea. It has never been Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But when they reason it together with DOS, I carry on. I don't know by a body of one Mazi Nnamdi Kanu name here. Okay, memory alone. Oji ego ye Jamia. Ego na don't know. I know to get Jamia name. But these guys happen don't around. I calculate the chego I follow. Like these people. I calculate Umunai, Dan Isifa, Danakafa. I calculate Umunai. All the coordinators in Biafra land to take note. Agwa Umunai for the Fumandananga. Okay, people no Bibo. We came up with Mother no Bibo because of challenging Nnamdi Kanu yellow. Umunai Kananga. Maximum prison at Port Harcourt since then, road today. I know Ejimako is not talking about them. Nnamdi Kanu is not talking about them. These guys are there. Now they are giving location of ESS. Every now. I will look at you. If you that I'm off an metu. If we are with one man. Only a new man is advised that they should not attack Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's wife. Let them follow DOS and keep silent because the weapon of DOS is silence. I said, yeah, so you know this. So you know this. Now, I mean, so, Imana, when I want Nnamdi Kanu, how do you through Nnamdi Kanu to Simon Nnamdi Kanu, not Nnamdi Kanu, ex-wife Nnamdi Kanu. The same way it's about DOS, SDOS. These things, Nnamdi Kanu now, all these things, someone doesn't know. Imana, oh, you have to buy now what I know. It's the Nnamdi Kanu. Tonight at GSS. These guys, they never have what Nnamdi Kanu has because I block that account to I from the account. And they cannot do have block or there's a 2 Nnamdi Kanu has. Look all the access DOS will lead you in another place. Or you will not be in the name of DOS or going to deliver a message in there. The boy and lose. These guys are evil. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for that no zone maybe I need so it's just that to him Nnamdi Kanu here do to Wazirike you give up. This is exactly what they are doing. So now they are planning very hard. Even they destroy IPOB, eventually Nnamdi Kanu potaji. Or see an IPOB and Hoswitian and we have okay no name, no munya rolo. All you to compromise, all you to another ego. Because these guys had it very dirty. It was a ego. Even a undo nesobu, Mwatilimbu. And Asia, the guy fell go her. Oh, you had this was now for show, but show like a year where malo. So like a nice, so like a heifer where malo. So you have a quarry now. Look at a picture Emmanuel Kanu said off Ronano. That picture opposed to we fully very soon fundraising. Picture without anything. Half a background picture has no rebel general. These guys Ghanaian people. And
also 100 men are working hard.
100 men are working hard. 100 men on Facebook. 100 men
My dear, one second, let me say this. Have we forgotten how many hundreds of thousands we were told they were using to do lobby? That Biafra is here. Biafra is here. What is the effect of all those lobby? Up to today, nobody has told the DOS, we did lobby there, we did lobby there. Where, who and who were lobbied? We want to know. Because if any company or any lobbying firm were lobbied, and up to today, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is sentenced, life sentence, such lobbying office or whoever has not made a single statement asking for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They have not done anything in that regards. They have not approached the DOS to say, we wear your lobbying firm. Even now was shambolic. Because fraud. Because the fact is nowhere to be seen.
Mazi Nnamdi Kanu went to Kenya for his own private business, not for IPOB. That is why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to a problem. If I go me am near what GOS in the Wakaji and Ejera mission Nakajia, and then me a secret no ya. I control one in the Anya Kopi we go to Kenya. They're going up in Kenya about your own. The Natia no. Ojo right that is Ojo for IPOB. This all I know 100%. Ojo for IPOB I am. On a make this mission on a make here alone with you near. Oh, look, Allen on Yamma. Peace. This man, this BBC woman interviews. Okutoku Nnamdi Kanu, Rajuja, Mom, interview him there. Then, only a good as now. Only meeting, a question which IPOP, which are the youth. Nnamdi Kanu that way, but when Nnamdi Kanu send that mission, then say Emmanuel Kanu, his junior brother, send which no IPOP, okay, shape up before DOS or Jija, before continent on Biafra land or Jija, but when Nnamdi Kanu put a woman here, the division side with an IPOP, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, so we call swear. But the problem people who are now, Ipob Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they think Mazi Kanu is God, it's not a God, and can never be God. They all mad like us. Even all the young girls in our prophet of boom, not Germany. A Bugamu, I believe man can be reason here. Then, us Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Master Prophet Chukuya, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not the one that's going to give us Biafra. And he can never open mouth and shout all their Biafra. Say them. Ukuria. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did a good job, but finishing here at the Roma. Very wrong, very bad one. We have to be there, so or what position lawyer. Then I will use wall. Kita, why Hannah was a saga? Look at this woman who law on neck, not a buy man. Nature in knowledge, not one born at Ipob, Ndibo. All these people now, how about I didn't have the one on Facebook? I feel preach on that they were good. K level of her. Why you are not money really how? Wookie were not very wookie. Others they write up without date.
Bros, round up or let me take. Yeah, I know. Round up or let me take more call. I have 2 more callers to take. Yeah.
If you are one is Nnamdi Kanu, more of Andibo Yang, and then achieve one will not. I will charge us and Nnamdi Kanu Biafra with you. Let us be wise. Let us be wise. These people are doing nothing. Now we go. Can these guys in the shop?
Yeah, Sekwa. Yeah, Sekwa. Did you not see the new mansion Emmanuel built? Emmanuel built new mansion in this last 3 years now. Well furnished. What is he doing? He's not doing anything. He's not doing anything.
And these guys are all these guys know about or DJ, but every time I do it. Oh, madam,
yeah, Dalo, thank you for your contributions. Yeah, so let me call Biafran child. I'm going according to first call. Biafran child, you called me. Then the last person I will call you back. Just bear with me. Hello, good evening, Biafran child. Welcome to the program, sir.
hello, Lolo, Gishu. Lolo, of course. Everyone, you know, and they have so, and I want to add my voice.
Yeah, go answer.
Okay, wait, let me close my gadget that I'm using to watch you so that you will not be disturbing. Okay, now, let me back again. Okay, let me add my voice. The general. I listened to the last caller. He said some things, but I want him to know this. Sometimes some people don't want to tell themselves the truth. According to the last caller, he said, na ihe niile na-eme n'ụbọchị nke tata na onye ndu metara 40%, ụmụ nwanne ya metara 60%. It's a lie. It's a fat lie. Everything you know, onye ndu knows about it. You know, when I'm telling them about the court that we went here in Germany, and the case also stay in the court, that is when you will understand when they started pushing money to Kanu and the rest of them. So, are you going to tell me that Onyendu has no idea?
Oh, well, idea of Fuma.
Correct. Onyendu knows everything. Let me tell you people something. We are being used. I keep on saying this to every one of us. Without this DOS today, believe you me, I could have go back and join that zoo. And I'm telling you people the truth. I'm telling you, sometimes people don't understand the pains that we have towards this manipulation on our people. Just imagine that we believe that everything that Onyendu was saying was a gospel. At the end, we begin to see. And when you ask some people, how could Onyendu build a factory or buy a factory, buy a house, buy all this thing? Some of them will be asking you, but some people are dashing him money. When Mazi Nnamdi was not talking about Biafra, whoever dashed him money before? People are giving Mazi Nnamdi money because of Biafra, not because of Mazi Nnamdi. And those people that are giving Mazi Nnamdi money, they want him to put that money on Biafran restoration projects. That is what they did. But now we begin to see that everything has fallen apart. But we must continue. According to Methuselah, he said that this struggle is stagnant. Now they have taken the mantle. Now that Onyendu have given them mantle, let them start threatening now. Why they couldn't start threatening like Simon ever? So that the struggle we have faced, they are not hiding. And do you know what these people are doing? Some of them don't know that mostly Kanu and the man Kanu is using them. In essence, that these people don't want to front themselves. They don't want. They will go and pick somebody so that when that person will give threat, when problem will come, they will carry that person. This is the way they use Simon Eber. And they now using 100 men. And Metu is there fronting himself. Why Metu cannot ask, but Kanunta, why can't you front yourself? Why can't you be that leader? Now come to become the leader so that you will be giving order. We are going to be following you. No, he won't do it. And some people never think about this. They never think about this. You see, in this struggle, Chukwu Kikabiama have his way to do things. And that's why we believe in Chukwu Kikabiama Kurimi Yenine, who created this heaven on earth, and nobody created him. All these things were happening. We have no idea. Let me tell you something, the people that are listening. Do you people know that if Mazi Nnamdi is still out here with us, we are still going to be blind up to date?
Exactly.
Thinking that Biafra is coming tomorrow. You said what, Adam?
I said exactly.
Thinking that Biafra is coming today, tomorrow. And we'll be shouting, we'll be doing this, doing that. We don't even know that they are stepping on us. While we are here with our genuine heart to restore Biafra. so that we can be able to move away from Nigeria. But I understand that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, what he did to Biafrans, I concur with Lion Man when he was saying that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should come out and write a letter of apology to IPOB and this leadership. This leadership have taken a lot. These people are very good people. These people are in this struggle with their hearts. But sometimes when you are telling people, they will be asking you, why shouldn't they act? And I explain, they cannot act. Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have put in everything on himself. And at the same time, he have used media to guide himself. Whatever anybody says when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is out here with us, we the media, we don't ask questions. We just go to that person straight without asking questions. And which is very, very bad of us by not asking questions. We also offend this leadership led by Mazi Nnamdi. We are part of it. The media are one of the biggest, impact on these leaders not to act because we don't ask questions. Everything they say to us, we come out and begin to descend on people without asking questions. Let us use Ushoka from Efo as a case study. I'm not saying that Ushoka is perfect. Nobody can tell me the crime of Ushoka. Nobody. And I want people to go back to that Ushoka problem. Have Mazi Nnamdi Kanu come out to talk about Ushoka? The answer is no. Only the media. We are descending on Ushoka from Efo. At the end, Ushoka cannot take it. He has to back down. And they are still waiting for other people to continue. And when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu traveled to America, that is when all these things change. Just imagine, even though we, the media, we have no idea. After the kidnapping of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, some charlatans, inconsequential, spark off from nowhere, say that they are emissary. Who made them emissary? They say it's only Nnamdi. We have no idea. We don't even have we have no idea that there's people called emissary.
Nah.
And who are they? We are in this trouble.
I remember Rabbi Charles, Madam Bridget Okafor, 3 of them, and who else? General, you will be surprised that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu put them in that position and hide it away from the DOS.
That is what
You'll be surprised.
What Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was playing double game. Do you not understand?
Yeah.
He want to establish leaders in different places. So whenever when he see that you people are strong, he will push the other people away. And that is what is happening. You know, we tell people the truth. I know some of them won't understand what we're saying. Some of them, because we have placed Mazi.
I'm listening, yeah.
We have placed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in that position. There is a short video of Ikem Patrick in hardcore. I saw that video. When I listened to that broadcast, when I come to that part, I said, no, I have to rewind it back again, re-listen it back again. I said that Ikem Patrick saved the minds of millions in this struggle. You see, all this while that, and whenever I go to TikTok, because we are confronting these people ahead on TikTok. In TikTok, man, a lot of things are going on there. Okay, the Biafra man is there, KK is there, I'm there, Mazi's. We have a lot of people, a lot in TikTok. That is where we are doing the battle now. Because in TikTok, we have a lot of people that they have brain damage. Their frontal lobe is not working. I'm telling you, we have a lot of people in TikTok, their frontal lobe is not working. They don't even understand the institution we are talking about. You understand? All of them now come out and begin to say, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is their leader. And when you ask them, have you ever contributed towards this Biafran restoration project? They will tell you we don't care, according to what Ben Pham wrote. And I also counter him that all these things that some of you are writing, before you put your write-up, please make sure you think deeply. We are not talking to a kid. We are not in kindergarten. We are grown-up people. Like that's why I say you are law. You're a married woman, you have kids. How can somebody just come and begin to unlock your mind just like that? So what I'm saying in essence is this. We must get it right. And we are making it clear to Onyendu, because we know that, just imagine that Onyendu that we have made, that have become a powerful man, is the one running from one platform to another, attacking people. And when you say something like this, some people will be asking you, how did you know that Onyendu is moving from here? But our lawyer, Jimakon himself, has said it. He put it as an article that what Onyendu is seeing on social media is angry about it. How did Onyendu see it there? How? And some of them, some of them that they are not in this struggle, they want us to tell them everything. They want us to bring the evidence so that they will see. We have told them, we are in a struggle. Don't think that sometimes we will speak, we are going to bring you the evidence for you to see. We are telling them that Onyendu had a meeting with them. Paul Ashebe, Asalugo, both the one in Canada. Onyendu had a meeting with them. Where? Is it on spiritual realm or is it not with device? It's with device. So our people should understand our pain. Mostly our pain in this struggle is that most of our brothers and sisters that are being kidnapped by Nigerian T groups are now, nobody is talking about them anymore. They have been abandoned in TSS dungeon. And the Barrister Jofo is doing his best without payment. Just imagine the kind of money that you called that Bridget Okafor ran away with. If you change that money will go a long way to bring some of our people out from there. Because all these our people, we are not sentenced. They are just behind bar. Because there's no allegation on them. This money will go a long way. But these people starved this DOS. That is why the last video of Methuselah that I brought out, when Methu were saying that Kanu want to arrogate power to himself and saying that he is the head of the lawyers, which money did Kanu use to pay them? Is it not the money we contribute? So I want people to understand, how can a family member that is not in, is not even a last leader, it's not in DOS, will be seeing the activities, how the money of IPOB, the biggest organization, is going, and Mazi Shike Doziem have no idea. Whenever Mazi Shike Doziem acts, you will turn around and tell him that the Onyendu said, don't come there, don't dabble. And you people have forgotten that this man is in charge on absence of Mazi Nnamdi. And because we come to this struggle with genuine heart, we understand that IPOB, all this one they are telling you that the IPOB is an institution. IPOB have been an institution from the day one. This is how we understand it. And that is why we are talking now. You understand? Those people that don't understand that IPOB is an institution, they should start from the beginning. But we understand. Regardless, there's a lot of mistakes that we even blame the leaders. Why we, the media, are also part of the problem, because we don't ask questions. But we do understand that IPOB is an institution from the beginning. That is why when Mazi Nnamdi will come on Radio Biafra, tell us that every decision that he made, he have to go to DOS and discuss it. Because Onyendu knows that we, the people that are following him, are very, very intelligent species. Onyendu understand it. Through our broadcast, through our teachings, through our gospel, Onyendu understand that we are very, very intelligent species. That is why Onyendu was saying all those things on social media, so that things will keep on moving. But all you believe, that is why I keep on saying that what is constant in life is change. We have changed. And we are making it clear for some of them that thought or like those posts of Ben Fan or believing on that thing that Ben wrote there. We are telling them if Onyen do ever come out today, we are praying for him to come out. Because of course we know that in the sentence they gave to him is just a kangaroo sentence. We know that he don't deserve it. And just imagine that all this thing were happening. Onyendu never came out one day, all this court to mention, to condemn. No, it's not condemning it. A lawyer, Jimako, go to national television in Nigeria, said that Mazi Nnamdi is working with Simon Eber. Have Mazi Nnamdi condemned it? The answer is no. That means that Mazi Nnamdi is working with Simon Eber. So can somebody tell me this appeal they are doing? Because what they use to sentence Mazi Nnamdi is Simon Eber activities. That is why they kept Mazi Nnamdi there, so that Simon Eber will continue with his activities. So the question remains, the appeal they are doing. Let me just say, this Omotocho called them not, asked them. So you want to tell us that Onyendu is not working with Simon Eber? Are they going to tell Omotocho it's a lie? Why Omotocho himself has a video that made on national television? So how is he going to deny it? How? That is the problem. That is the problem. And if Onyendu come out today, we are saying it pop and plain. Some of them won't like it. Some of them, it may be, on us, but we have already made up our mind. If Onyendu ever come out, because most of our people today, some of the medias, they have the numbers of some leaders today. I'm not saying we have all their numbers. Please, you have 1 or 2 numbers of the leader. Also me too. And other people have it. If Onyendu come out today, this is time we have to be calling the leaders. But of course, Mazi Nnamdi will never come again and begin to broadcast. No. And again, before they make any decision, they must also contact media. Media must know some part of the things that they want to pull out. I say gospel, no gospel. We don't even know that all this thing was information given to Onyendu. And now we are gospel. We say things the way it is. Some people may not like it, but something about us, we are different. We are different. We say things because this is the reason why they have not destroyed IPOB up to date. Because we come to this struggle with all our heart. And we have contributed. I want people to go back to that short video of Ikem Patrick. He explained a lot. Go back to 2012, 2011, 13, 14. So, how many people are hearing the name of Mazi Nnamdi? Even though when Mazi Nnamdi was in London, championing some protests, as a Nigerianist. You understand? Because all of us are once a Nigerianist. That it's not a crime to be a one Nigerianist before you begin to understand that this country is not working and you have to find your way. So when Mazi Nnamdi was protesting as a one Nigerianist, who knows Mazi Nnamdi? Nobody. I want people to understand when we are saying that the media are those that build Mazi Nnamdi to this level he is, there is no mistake about it. We know what we're saying. And Mazi Nnamdi himself understands what we are saying, that we are not lying. So, Ada, we must continue. Mm-hmm. We are not going to stop. Mm-hmm. And we keep on, you see, the best thing on this struggle is always tell the people the truth. Of course, it's going to be paining them, and some of them will be feeling that pain, but what can we do? We have to say the truth. So that when Onyendu will come out, he will also understand that things have changed. Things have changed totally. And when you that voice of deputy to Mazi Shike, those that you played, he said this time around, any decision they have to debate it. It's not just come out and begin to announce. They are going to debate about it. Is it going to work or it's not going to work? Not just to come out. Different opinions, different mindset. Not only a single person. Because the problem we have in this struggle is one person make decision, one person will announce it, one person does everything, which is one of the biggest mistakes. And that is where Nigerian people get it wrong. Because they thought in their mind, which is Nigerian government, they thought in their mind that all the power and this struggle was on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And that is why Joe Ibokwe said, before they kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Joe Ibokwe gave this advice to Nigerian government. Go and kidnap this man. Just get this man, you are going to destroy the struggle. Because this is their mindset. And then themselves, being a Nigeria, Nigeria have intelligence unit. They also, look to see. And by then, they understand that the power was only on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is why Joe Ibokwe was telling them, go and kidnap him. But they have forgotten that IPOB have the mind of their own. That is what these people don't know. That we have a mind of our own. That when you kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that is when the minds of our own will begin to come out to tell you, no, this IPOB is being an institution from the day one. That is how I understand this struggle before I join it. I understand that IPOB is an institution when I joined this struggle. What I listened to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the way he told us, the way he tells us things, I have seen this struggle as an institution from the day one. Regardless that there is a lot of mistakes, and regardless that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the one that taking the decision by then, and making the decision himself by then. The struggle is an institution. And I will stop here.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for your great analysis and contribution. Okay, let me pick this call, but I want to do it according to first call, first. Okay, let me pick you. Don't worry, I will pick everybody, but always try and make it short, please. Yeah. Hello, good evening, and welcome to the program. Because shorter, yeah.
Just a little thing.
Okay.
No problem. Thank you very much. Thank you for your good program. You see, if Onishi come out as we are talking, Onishi will not come and take charge of our Ipob. Onishi have already compromised. Onishi need to go back to his village. After he go stay. Onishi have compromised. First one, he has betrayed his struggle. He went to Kenya without informing the people, the leadership. He went there for his own. Onishi is handle Ipob as a family something. Let's know the sleep ourselves. That's why Carbon that can have in charge of the account. Do you know what is account? Somebody to have a contact with the account, which is it's not today. They have changed everything. Put Carbon in charge of account, which half of them know. Only she designed this organization as in family. Put his brothers into account all the strategies area. Even the motto the government give, Obiano. If only she was sincere. Why not to share that motto, give the motto for organization? Only she was use the motto, take the motto with the family. Everything they want to go and represent. He will not send people. He will send his own brothers. But the problem that our people doesn't to know this in earlier.
One second, bros. But do you know the kind of job the brothers are being sent? Ebe go gapota. When is a risky one and the one that is work, another person can go. But eba ha geje with ego. Or either Kanonta will go there or Emmanuel.
Yes. Only she positioned the thing as a business. So no need to before she come back, if he will come back. Because even me, I'm not praying for Nishi to come back again. Let me tell you. Me, I'm telling you to because yes.
Oh, Bonnie, go ya is let others lead.
Let us lead. We need Biafra. Only she have to do work is finished. Let him go. Go ahead. He have thief our money. Let's take that money. Go and settle your life. No problem. You see, but let him know that this is not the time of Wazike. Why Wazike succeed? Wazike have never, Wazike that is known social media much. But this time around, there is social media. Everybody has seen everything. Now in brother now, because of their stupidity, the brother just go and build milestone immediately. When person thief people money, don't need to invest the money quick. He need to hide it, but the brother cannot hide it. This is our money. It's open, yes. They are not hiding anything. Their brother is not working. So you want to ask a man like me what I will do? That's why I use my sweat. I never did It's over a decade. He has deceiving people. The money people contribute. Do you know how much? Even it's $1. People contribute $1 every month. Do you know how much is it for a decade? About a organization that has millions of people, it's a big money. It's a big money. So that's why now he has betrayed us. Only she has betrayed, nothing again. Now he's using the money, he's using our money fighting us. It's like government. This money, government is using it now. Employ some people, employ people to fighting against us. This is our money. He's using our money. This is what he thinks, that he will fight us with the money. But let him know everything is about money. There is people that don't talk, they will take action. That's this DOS are doing. This is a man. Only she is a deceiver. Let us be sincere. He deceives us. He's a liar. He speaks what he will not do. What he's speaking is not what he's practice. He's a deceiver. So as he deceives us, no problem. He must pay it because people are poor. People blood they have sacrificed for this struggle. Only she will pay it with your family, not your wife's side, because you have already betrayed your wife. Everybody knows. I saw something when they wrote in Vanguard. It's only she like it. Those two Vanguard, they call it Biafra Vanguard. Only say that DOS are not doing anything in families. Only the little Carlo with UJT that they are giving little money. That's what only she say. So to you to know, you should know what is.
Where did they write that? Where did you say they wrote that?
In Vanguard, those they are stupid Vanguard.
When did they write that today?
Maybe last week I will go and look it. Only she wrote it. They say US have never given him money. They are not taking care of him. They are only they are selfish for themselves. It's only the money they are giving little Carlo. That's what they say. Little Carlo, my little Carlo. That's what
you mean it? Hang on. We need to understand something here. How do you know it's Onyisi that wrote that? Any name on it?
Who have the Vanguard? Who have the Vanguard? That Biafra Vanguard. Is it not Onyisi? Who opened it? It's only she have the Vanguard. It's Biafra Vanguard. The people wrote it there. You see him wrote it.
Bros, if you're next, send the good rate to me, to my WhatsApp.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
I will do that. I will go and search it. He said my little Carlo. He said that's the only thing that the US are doing. It's only my little Carlo. Taking care, which is UJT. This is the only thing. Because that woman, only she's not contributing anything. Carlo family don't want to see. They are not giving the woman anything. They are only selfish. Only she has many concubines. His wife, his secretary and his wife in America said it. So only she has a lot of secrets. That lady said it. Only she don't come to Biafra. You want to come and make money. But he use our people. He just use our people. Come and make money. That lady know. You know when a man with fall in love with a little girl, you will open mouth telling him he tell the best everything. Only she tell the lady, that lady in USA everything. That's why the lady see the thing, the lady die. He said only she has a lot of secrets. He opened up for that lady. It's about money. The money that he's taking from the people, the one that he's taking from the government.
Okay, Frank Olemba said that he saw it too. That's crazy. That's crazy.
I'm sure now. That's what I'm telling you.
That's
let
crazy.
People know, yes. I'm sure the thing. So let people forget about Onyisi. We just give you respect. I don't know. Igbos have one kind of mentality. We just give you respect for person. What else? The Onyisi, you know what is freedom? You just bring us to die for nothing. Do you know what is freedom? If you want to come to fight for freedom, you have to have your mind. Decide to die. You have deceived us for let us happen. That you will die, Biafra will come. If you don't die, let us to pray that you will die. This is the time to Onyisi to die to Biafra to come. If Onyisi don't die, Biafra will not come now. Let me tell you the truth.
Hey, because in a woken iwe.
Not iwe. The freedom needs sacrifice. Before freedom comes, the freedom will come through the head, the strong person for the freedom. In Libya, before Libya had the freedom, Muammar Mustafa died. He died. The Italian government has asked him two questions. Are you ready to die to your people to get freedom, or you take money and live about the freedom? He said, kill me and give my people freedom. The Italian government hand him, give the people freedom. So freedom don't come free. Mandela got to the 7 years. He suffered for it before South Africa. South Africa is not freedom. It's South Africa they are fighting. You say you have your own. John Garra in South Sudan. Before America allowed the freedom to come, they killed the Zangara. They killed them for flight. This freedom comes like that. So this is the time only ship to die. If you really love freedom, love Biafra, if we die, we will go and negotiate with the government. Have freedom to only ship. We will not get freedom too small. We will not die for the people. Freedom will not come for these small children that die. Freedom will come to Onishi. He has to die. We will go to negotiate to get the freedom. This is the time for him to die. This is the time. To come outside, he will still die if he come outside. He will die for nothing. See, better he die and give us freedom. This is the time. So we will put him as a hero. We will salute him. Give him as a hero. This is the time to
One second. Somebody said, Nelson Ifeanyi Chukwu said that Nnamdi said that IPOB contribution is peanuts. I'm sure that criminal woman will say it because
no, the woman said it. He said it. He said IPOB don't contribute. How much do you have? But he forget the time that you come to the Biafra, calling all the Zoom that they have to contribute, the one that have never paid.
If IPOB is contributing peanuts, can peanuts be paying 5,000 euro to her as a salary? Where she was working, where she was working in Germany, was she earning up to that? Oh, Clark, or her corners. Oh, Jerry school.
The time that IPOB doesn't contribute money.
Even on the Jerry school, that place don't end this.
No, where is the condition? Where is the level of Kanu at that time? This is the question we ask them. Because we know them which one. Kanu family don't have money. They don't have anything. They are not like Ojuku father, our late general father. Family have nothing. Kanu, they have nothing. Only should use our money, give in people feed burial, which is they have never given any Ipob, those guys that die. But we use our money, give in people feed burial, people feed the burial with our money, with everything. Only she have living with our money, living right. Even if politicians also giving money because of Ipob. So only she, this is the time. I know that you are hearing me. You have to die to give us Biafra.
Because Ozgo, thank
you very much.
Hey.
You have to give us sacrifice.
So thank you. Hi. Nah. You're gonna work on them mother become. Hey. There's another call. I'm gonna say some calls I missed. Because if you called me before, can you call back? This is our comrade that spoke last. Big, he was no dewa. You don't imagine this kind of utterances. Don't go over border. Yeah, let's try and control our tongue. Somebody called. Yes, Sonia Poliha. Onya, Ogima. Okay, no, I don't think. No, it's not you. I've spoken to you. Spoken. There's another call. Okay, I think this person. This person look book ya pia mother tari. Ngwano, pick your phone. Come on, me with contrary opinion. Okay, I'll stop it. Any other person that I haven't called because I saw a lot of missed calls. Oh, neighbors, I can't pick from this phone. Call me on the other line. Let me see if I save your number on this line. Yes. have here. Ebose, can you call my second number? The number I inserted on the program. There's a number I place on the program. Ebose, call the number on the... I don't have your number on this phone. Ebose, call me on the number I place on the... Oh, well, this person has called me a number of times. Let's see if he's at work. You can pick your call. So, Nnamdi says that IPOB contributions is peanuts. For a number of years, she was paid 5,000 euro. Which kind of work can you get paid up to that? In Europe, that thing was salary in the professionals, in the jury school, not people like Nnamdi. I don't even know who allocated that huge amount of money to her as a salary in a freedom fighting movement. And this is, we were told this is volunteer job. Hello, good evening and welcome to the program. Oh, welcome. Sorry, I don't have your number on this very phone I'm using to receive call. You're welcome. Welcome, ma.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your great job. Thank you so much. May God bless you. Bless your household.
Thank you.
See, my sister, we are telling Onyedu, we the IPUB, we love him so much. We don't have any hatred or anything evil against him. But he should just tell his siblings, he should just tell his siblings all the nonsense they are doing, they should stop it. They should stop it, because when I said it in my broadcast that if Biafra know what is going on, if they know the secrets, what they are doing, both our Onyedu and his siblings, Biafra will not take it lightly. Biafra will not take it lightly, because Biafra, we are not stupid, we are not fools. Onyedu should do things right. He should not look in power, saying he get the power. Pharaoh do the same thing, but today Pharaoh exists no more. We the Biafra that come to say restore Biafra, we don't plan evil against nobody. Is it DOS or IPUB that make you to have this problem? Is it DOS or IPUB making to go to Kenya? The answer is no. Is it DOS or IPUB said that you should face trial? The answer is no. What all this shenanigans? What all this nonsense? You want to tell us that we the Biafra, we don't think, or we don't know what we are doing? Or we are stupid, or those who lost their life, that they just do it for nothing? That I don't know, I don't understand it. It will not be like this. All you do is, it should not be like this. We know that you are watching us, you are listening to us. We are telling you, you be against criminality. You be against bad thing in Biafra land. Why all this coming from your siblings? And you are not taking it serious. Tell them to stop. Tell them to stop.
Mazi, Nnamdi Kanu, tell your sibling to stop their criminality and bring our money. And let's use it to restore Biafra. That is the reason why we pay the money. And you say you don't need any money, you don't, it's only Biafra. Why all these things that are taking place is happening? Huh? Please, I beg, we quiet doesn't mean that we don't know what we don't know what to say or we don't know what we are doing. All of us, we are angry. We want you to come out and say all these things in our presence. This is what we want. Come and tell us, now tell us that we are fools, so that we will hear from you, not from your siblings. Not from your siblings. We want you to tell us that we are stupid, we don't know what we are doing. For all these things that we have been doing, we want you to say it to us. And we are not going to take it. Enough is enough for all these stupid things, all this nonsense. Thinking that you are just God. Mazi, Nnamdi Kanu, you are not God. We respect you. You are not God. Can you create one person? The answer is no. I beg, not provoke us. No, not provoke us. We appreciate whatever you do for Biafra, for us to understand what to do and everything. But this level you and your siblings are going, we are not going to take it. People have lost their life, and you yourself, you know this. Your brother, they work freely in Nigeria. They work freely in Nigeria. But with the IPOB, some of us, we cannot enter Nigeria if Biafra don't come. We do protests in Europe. No protest. Till they kidnap you. No protest. Your brother, your sibling, come out and join us. They don't attend meeting. What is going on here? We are not fools. Please, put things in order. If you still have the time to put it in order. Because Nigerian government that you guys are punky with, they know the game they want to play with you guys. Just the way Peter Yanko play it, and drag this lawyer, and it will be bail. And when they drag the lawyer, Tito, that they bail you, the answer is no. The answer is no. They not bail you. They not grant them. Tito, there is another game they are playing with you. But Nigeria government don't reveal it. Just the way Peter Yanko pronounced it that day. The same thing they will just pronounce it will go to court, everybody will disappear. After 3 months, everybody will forget it. This is their plan. We have said it in our platform. We have said it in everywhere. If you think you know all and your sibling, no problem. With the Biafra, we are watching. We are watching. Biafra will be restored. Without nobody will stop it. That is why we are here. Restoration of Biafra is a must. And Mechuko Kikabe bless DOS that never deviate and they never buy them and they never succumb to all these fools. Mechuko Kikabe protect them and guide them, give them long life and more wisdom to make sure they stand firm to restore Biafra. May Chuko Kikabe protect them. ESN, may God Almighty, the wisdom of God and the protection of Chuko Kikabe be upon ESN. IPOB worldwide, your pocket will never dry, sickness will never know you. Wherever we go, blessing of God, sufficiency will be our portion by the power of Chuko Kikabe. Thank you.
Thank you for calling in. I can see my good friend Omote Biafra. Omote, welcome to the program as well. Yeah, God bless you, ma. Thank you, Ebose. I will save your number on this very phone. Yeah, so I will be rounding up in the next 1 or 2 minutes. But please, I don't want anybody to say that I didn't pick his or her call, because if you've called me before and I couldn't pick because someone was on the phone, you have the chance now to call me, because some people will write to me to say that why am I not picking? Hello, good evening and welcome to the program. Hello.
Hello?
Hello, good evening. Yeah, you are now coming out. You can speak on.
Hello, Adobe.
Hello.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening and welcome to the program.
I'm making your program. So as I can contribute to plan, let me contribute. I'm calling from Germany here.
Okay.
So you need to contribute to that now.
It is free to counter what we are saying. Everybody cannot agree.
No, I cannot counter what you are saying because here.
No, but you have your own opinion. If what I am saying is not in tune to your own opinion, you have the right to express yourself. So far, you are not cursing me or.
What I want to contribute is that is that in our zone here in Germany, that the one man is a 60 years old, 60-something years old man. You see this thing. One day he was telling me that. He said, hey, choose come. You see this thing that happened to Mazi so. He told me that it is God that want to expose this thing for Biafra to see. He said it is God. He said because this DOS that we are talking about now, these people are following Mazi through their art and everything. He said it is God. We should not blame this thing. We should not blame this thing too far. But it is God that want to expose this family. The man contributed a lot to until now. He said even the man did come out and say he want to lead again, he will quit from the struggle.
And not only him.
He said, yeah. He said any day man come out and say he want to lead this struggle, he will quit. He said because people are contributing money. And the leadership are not asking you question. He said this thing that happened. So the leadership, it has been long. He said that there's a program on what they did. He said the secretary said, Mazi told the secretary, please, what did the DOS do for you, to you, that you want to sack them? Mazi Nnamdi did not have anything against these people. Only that he see that these people go a lot from the struggle. That is why Mazi is sorry. That's not anything more. He said from that place where Omote did that video, you now know almost Simumba or some guy choose. Go many things it goes on. Mazi Nnamdi had to reach right from time. And when that made these people they do nothing. Mazi Nnamdi can't nothing. Nothing. Can you leadership will marry you? Nothing. And these are the people that told you not to travel to any African soil. You refuse, you reject it. You did not listen to them. And you carry in mind to drive them right from time before traveling to Kenya. And you know about these things. Now, you know what man guy, you know, he created 100 men. The man was totally bitter about Mazi. He said, now, all the money they contributed now. Only he can show them ask question. Let me know how much they contributed. We know. He don't tell you, bring the money. He said, look at this young man. If you look at Chike Doziem, you will know that he's passing a lot. He's passing a lot. When the man will look at Chike Doziem sometimes, he will be crying. Also, Chukuna be actually exposed to this family. No, Chukuna just exposed to this thing. Also, this thing, Emiro. Until now, will they contribute money? We will not ask questions till today.
How?
Also, now, open the year no exposed. Will they contribute money till today? And nobody will ask questions. That's what the man. Oh yeah, Kadima. Also, what you gonna be talking here, me? What I have as an after. Then the Kanu put up. What's going to actually leave this from a lie? Oh, mother,
same people. But DOS mepere so many office.
Na ọkwa n'eziokwu kedu ihe eji ego niile aha mede?
Expose so many things. Also that na kedu because demand and sister again demand they contribute highest money. Also the CTOS for the how many months now, how many months they take over, how many years now they take over this leadership. They open offices. Mother for years you go with me. Eh?
Oh dear.
Complain bitterly. Also look at secretary, a small girl. A small girl can Mazi na go about the struggle. Also the downfall of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu come for that USA. Why? The man 60-something years, getting to 70 years. Also my brother, here really near Aracha go fit. Now why? And they go be a Burumazi. Also, my brother, go now why be a Burumazi. Also, the guy is a nice man, but they go, I don't need to be able to destroy Mazi. I don't need Mazi to destroy Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So, also, you could not be actually expose the family, and you could not don't expose them. Also, the struggle will never remain the same again. Of Mazi Kutagodu. When you are big, the all you are corner people they see. So many Biafrans, their eyes don't open. Their eyes don't open. So yeah, can contribute to this story.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, thank you for your calling. Yeah, so I will round up. Yeah, I'll bring this to an end. Let me round up with some of the comments here. Should I start from the back or front? Okay. Okay, let me look at this one. Nordic Noel says people are angry and disappointed, period. Yeah, that is true. I'm innocent to Obiesi. I am telling you, but it is within his right. Okay. Then God's power Chineke saying hi. Innocent, okay. Yeah, okay, the one from Nelson Ifeanyi Chukwu. That Nnenna said that our contributions are peanuts. It's peanuts, but he has sustained her for how many years? Including the one that's still seasoned. Penny HDOS job, but this is siblings are not working, but in charge of the finance, and I want to control everything. Oborongo says pure truth. Don Chris says using Igbo blood to make money. Sad. Yeah. So I'll be bringing this to an end. Thank you for joining me. Drawing the curtain. The topic says, yes, I know we do that because of some of the things we played on the video, so we are kind of diverted. But my topic says some truths about the DOS styles of leadership. In case if you didn't start from the beginning to listen, after this you can go and listen to understand what formed our basis on the whole analysis this evening. Chinonso says speak on. Victor Jago say yes, she said it. So thank you all for listening. And from here, I say goodbye.